Getting some energy for the water signs on this Valentine's Day. Pulling a few cards from both of my decks, and I'm gonna do some oracle cards from my new oracle deck at the end, and I'm gonna read the meanings from the book. First card is the Six of Coins. Uh, it could be some loans being approved. Someone could be receiving a scholarship for college, or maybe one of their kids are receiving a scholarship. Someone could have a sugar mama or a sugar daddy. Ten of Coins. You're surrounded by supportive relatives. You're inherited some old money. Maybe some trust funds are coming in, coming available to you, and a successful business. Three of Baskets is basically taking on new hobbies, collaborating with friends. And Father of Coins, which is a wealthy man. You're a wealthy person. You're very disciplined and focused on your abundance. Next, the Eight of Pentacles. They basically saying no success without doing the hard work. You've been procrastinating on an important deadline, and it's time to get to it. And the Hierophant, basically take on reading some new books or reading a few books, finding structure in learning, or studying. Maybe you're studying, just you're being focused. And the Knight of Wands is time to be bold, but don't be too impulsive. And I'm going to pick from these four. One is core issues. One is protection. Blue is your cool cards. And red is your hot cards. Basically your emotions or how you're feeling. I'm going to pull from each side. And then I'm going to shuffle and from each deck, and then I'm going to pull a card and look the meaning up in the book. Flying out. First card is limitation. Basically saying that boundaries and limitations are probably a very filthy word if you consider yourself as being a cosmopolitan or open-minded person. However, it is important to remember that without boundaries and limitations, we would not be able to live. Basically, if you get this card, it's asking, you could ask yourself a question like, are you dodging your responsibilities? Are you being rebellious against authority? Do you fail to see why limiting your circumstances have occurred based on the choices that you have made in the past? The second card is purpose. Purpose is basically, the meaning in here is everything happens for a reason. While this is certainly true, it is also true that this is often used to divert attention from the purpose or why you made the choice. Basically, you could say also, this is an example. When you read an obituary, we see very plainly that in the end, all their lives are defined by a series of choices. There is no reason for wondering why the deceased chose one path or another, because in terms of legacy, it does not matter. If you get this card, it basically says if there's a possibility that you're making an inessential or incorrectly ascribing a good purpose for your belief, decision, or action. This card is warning you to be aware of how the attachment of the purpose or necessity to a belief or decision. It could affect your self-esteem or in the long term. So it's basically just be aware of your surroundings. Your next card is prioritizing. Review your top priorities in life, then consider how achieving whatever you ask about will help you accomplish, improve, or maintain the well-being of those top priorities. Stay organized. The last card is aggression. Destroy any and all obstacles to the attainment of your goal. Force is warranted at this time. So go forth with what you've planned. Stay determined, stay forceful, but just like it says, don't be impulsive with your Knight of Wands and with your other cards. That's all the energy I have for the water signs for today. You have a good evening. Like, share, subscribe to my channel.